Hello, I am Philip Britton, the founder and CEO of Crux, and welcome to today's Crux Platform Spotlight, where we speak with partners of ours who have platforms that help you do various interesting and valuable things with data. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Stephen Orban of the AWS Data Exchange. Thanks very much, Stephen. It's great to see you. Welcome and appreciate you being here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Phil, thanks a lot for having me. It's awesome, as always, to be talking to you today. My name's Stephen Orban. I look after the AWS Data Exchange business. I've been with AWS for a little over 6 years now. I ran our enterprise strategy before starting Data Exchange, and the reason we started it is that we continued to hear from our enterprise customers that they're moving a lot of their applications and analytics to the cloud, but a lot of those applications and analytics require third-party data, which is just still too hard for them to find, reason about, and acquire. At the same time, we hear from data providers that they'd like an additional channel to reach their customers natively in the cloud. So we built AWS Data Exchange to make it easy for the millions of AWS customers worldwide to find, subscribe to, and use data from what is now hundreds of data providers right in the cloud.
That makes a lot of sense. So what are the biggest challenges that you hear customers talking about that led you to offer this?
Yeah, well, great question. So when we think about our customer base, we really think about it from two different personas. You have the data subscriber or the consumer who's using the data, and then you have the data provider who is the one who's providing it to customers. So if I first just think about the data consumer, the first thing they tell us is that it's really hard to find data, particularly across domains. It tends to be the word of mouth business. Maybe in your particular vertical or domain, you might know who to go to. If you're in financial services, you know the financial services data providers. I know Crux has a lot of experience there, but if you want to marry that data with, let's say, some aggregated information in healthcare or footfall traffic or other maybe alternative data sources, it can be really hard to find. So we wanted to create a place for customers to make it easier for them to find. And then secondly, it's just too hard to then wrangle the data and use it, particularly when they're now, our customers are now using this data in the cloud natively. So we wanted to provide a single API and cloud native interface to give customers the opportunity to lower that undifferentiated heavy lifting so that they could quickly make use of that data in their applications. If I switch over to data providers, the first thing we hear is they want a greater reach, and they want to be able to get to these millions of customers who are using the cloud to do stuff with data. So we provide a channel, a self-service channel for them to do that. And then secondly, same as the customers, they would like to have a total cost, lower total cost of ownership to reach those customers. So anything we could do to provide a managed service to help them do that is also an improvement to their bottom line.
That's terrific. And what do you think is really particularly unique about the way you're doing it, and what are you most excited about?
Yeah, I'm excited about a lot of things. So it's hard to kind of narrow in on just a couple, but I would say a few things. One, we have AWS in general has more customers doing more interesting things with technology than any other cloud provider or infrastructure platform that's out there today. So we get to hear a lot from those customers, all the innovative things that they want to do with the data that we now have from hundreds of providers. And then secondly, we have, in my opinion, a pretty broad and rich set of selection ranging from financial services to healthcare and life sciences to location data to media and entertainment to open and public data sources. So just the breadth of data that's available on Data Exchange today for our customers really gives them the opportunity to create better data-driven insights in their business, irrespective of what industry they may be in.
Yeah, cool. So why are you working with Crux?
Super excited to work with Crux. I think, really the sort of what we do really well is provide undifferentiated infrastructure services for our customers. And in the case of Data Exchange, it's to move data around and then do the subscription, the billing, and the licensing, all that kind of undifferentiated heavy lifting. We don't take an opinion on how data is structured and formatted, and lots of providers do that much differently than each other. And one of the big values that I see Crux bring to this ecosystem is taking a lot of that burden off for the customer who has to otherwise reason about all the different formats and taxonomies that all these different providers use, and then making it easier to onboard them by providing the technology that makes it easy for these providers to reach their customers. So I think, working together, your team and my team together, and some of the partnership opportunity we have is to really make it easy for providers who want to be on data exchange but don't have either the resources or the time to be able to prioritize that. Crux is a great onboarding partner, and then also the wrangling of the data that Crux does to make that more useful, and then making it available on data exchange is just going to help our customers drive usage and adoption of insights faster.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Really appreciate your time today. It's fascinating. And thanks to all of you for joining us today. If you have any questions about AWS Data Exchange, or Crux, please just send us an email at data@cruxinformatics.com. Thanks very much. Take care and stay safe.
Stay safe, everybody.